Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here with another episode of Violet Evergarden. This time, episode 14, I believe some call it. Some people call it an OVA. I believe the official title is just Extra Episode. But, you know, it's the same general idea, right? It's just another episode after the end of the Violet Evergarden series. I do believe this one is set between episodes 4 and 5, so quite early on, actually. So it is a little bit jarring to actually suddenly go back in time and whatnot. But, you know, we gotta watch it to make the series complete, right? Beyond that, I don't really know anything else about this. Obviously, after this as well, I will be trying to find some time for the movies and whatnot. But, let's not get ahead of ourselves and get into this particular episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. Whew. This is legit, actually. Did they get a recording for this? Whew. There's an extra opera singer. Ooh. I mean, you gotta clap in that situation. Oh, and Violet Evergarden is just like puzzled. Why is everybody standing? Nope, let me just do the same thing. Violet is looking rather unimpressed. Yeah, we still got the opening as well. Alright. I mean, this is literally the last time we hear it, I believe. I don't think the movies use the same. Okay, I should probably stop. No, I do feel like this is definitely a song I would love to sing at a karaoke, though. Alright, alright. Violet Evergarden. Oh. イルマ and アルド。The Doll of Rumors? Oh, really? Oh, lots of suitors. Dang.
アルド、彼女に明日私の家に来るように言ってちょうだい。
わかった。イルマ、後で少し時間もらえるか。
ターの話、もうやめましょう。
What kind of emotional story are we getting this time?
失礼します。ねえ、ところで昨日の私の歌は聞いた？オペラを見るのは初めてでしたが、体の奥から震わされるような歌声でした。そうですが、歌詞が古典語だったため一部聞き取れませんでした。一体何のことを歌っていたのでしょう。そう、バイオレット、仕事に移りましょう。では必要な情報を伺います。まず送り先の方のお名前を。差出人はイルマ・フェリーチェ様でよろしいですね。私の名前じゃないわ。マリエッタにしてちょうだい。偽名ですか？まさか違うわよ。そして相手は彼女の恋人。名前はモデスト。戦場に行ってまだ帰ってこないの。了解しました。モデスト様ですね。それで名字は、住所はどちらでしょう？そんなのどうでもいいの。大事なのは中身だから。かしこまりました。それでは本文の方に移ります。よろしくお願いします。はい、よろしく。
Hello?
本文に移るのでは？そうよ。だからあなたが考えてそれを書くの。
The hell?
に行って帰ってこないモデストを思って、恋人のマリエッタが紡ぐ恋文よ。ですが自動手記人形、それを書くのがあなたの仕事でしょ。了解しました。
So this is between episodes 4 and 5, right? 4 is when she went to visit. 5 is when she wrote the love letters, right? Between the prince and princess.
終わりました。読んでみて。親愛なるモデスト様、マリエッタは現在戦闘区域外にて待機中です。は？モデスト様の安否情報は確認できておりません。一刻も早くご指示をお願いします。マリエッタより。何その軍人みたいな文章。お嬢様が私に考えろとおっしゃいましたので。ご満足いただけてないのでしょうか？その言葉を耳にしたすべての女性が共感し、すべての男性の胸を打つ、そんな恋文が欲しいのよ。共感し胸を打つ。そうよ。もう一度書いてみて。
I mean, is it a love letter? Is it a... I mean, I'm assuming it's a love letter, but... Okay, so I guess it is a love letter to her beloved. Doing research, eh?
私はあなたを永遠に慕い続けるでしょう。魂の牢獄の中でも記憶に残るあなたの甘くしびれるような声が私を震わせ、今にも途切れそうな思いをかろうじてつなぎ止めている。
This seems a little bit too prosy.
いつの時代の恋文なのよ。古すぎるわ。
Yeah.
もっと今の時代のストーリーのあるものが欲しいの。ストーリー。
Dang, she really does her research, doesn't she? And that was a doll there, right? I wonder if choosing the name Marionette has any particular meaning.
大げさすぎよ。こんなんじゃ今時の人は引いちゃうわ。時代をもっと感じながら書いて。時代。
Ah, come on, Violet.
戻りました。何してんの？バイオレット。
Ah, she's cute.
オペラ座の歌姫の恋文を代筆してるんでしょ？はい。ものすっごいご主人。
How come we never really got to see that part of her in the main story? Like, I know this is happening early on, but even then we never really saw this side of her in the main series.
あんたの愚痴なんて初めて聞いたわ。そんなに難しい恋文なの？すべての女性が共感し、すべての男性の胸を打つ恋文だそうです。え、なにそれ？確かに大変そうね。お二人にはできますか？無理ね。
Hmm. Okay, this guy's probably gonna be able to help, right?
アルト様、お久しぶりです。
依頼の件難航しているようだね。
はい、どんな風に書いても満足していただけません。
イルマも新作オペラにかけているからね。
新作？それが手紙と何の関係があるのですか？
いや、手紙じゃなくて歌の歌詞だ。新作オペラのクライマックスで歌うアリアの、ほら、この曲だよ。
え？代筆じゃなくて
うん
歌詞を書く仕事だったってこと？
アルド様のお話では最初からそういう依頼だったとのことです。
Is that against the rules?
依頼を検討するときに気づかなかったの？
郵便協会から来た依頼でさ、てっきり代筆だと思い込んでたんだよ。
これヒロインが自分が書いた恋文を読み上げ
But I definitely feel that she's putting some of her own personal feelings into it, right?
それでどうするつもりなの？一度受けたお仕事ですが、業務内容と異なります。
そんなの簡単じゃね？
何よ。
代筆じゃなくても俺たちで最高の歌詞作ればいいんだよ。
お前な、そんな簡単じゃないぞ。
大丈夫だって。うちには優秀なドールがこんなにいるんだぜ。な。
Okay.
実は俺なら
本当にそのようなことは可能でしょうか？
Yeah, she does like him, right?
やってみなくちゃわからねえって。な。
一応書いてみたけど。
Oh, they're all pitching in?
定型詞なんだけど、どうかな。
君を待つ岸壁に吹く風寒し。短いわね。
575?
次俺の番。
Oh,
傑作だぜ。
uh-oh.
ここは地獄さの方。お前がいなきゃどういうこと？え、何よこれ。
俺の魂のシャウトだよ。
And she's moved by it.
なんだよ、文句あんのかよ。大体お前らが書いたのだって。
これもいただきます。
分かってんじゃねえか。
いいの？はい。皆 さんの歌詞をありがとうございました。
Just gonna rewrite them?
本当にそれでいいの？はい。たくさんの武器をいただきました。
Right. Still going to try to find a way to combine them, right?
アルダ。
もう諦めるんだ。
分かってるわよ。
What is Ardo's relationship with her?
こだわってるのはあなたも同じでしょ。
すごい数だな。これ全部君が書いたのかい？
いえ、郵便社の人たちが手伝ってくれました。
今見た感じだと多分イルマは OK しないと思うよ。それにこれは君に依頼した仕事ではなかったかな？
ですが、私はドールです。私の業務は歌詞を書くことではありません。
ちょっと付き合ってもらえるかな？
Okay.
違うわ、もう一度。今のはもっとゆっくり歌いたいの。なるべく静かに、けれど確かにそこにある感じで。いい？服装が
違うだろ？
はい、普通すぎます。今の時代の誰もが着ている服のままです。オペラというのはもっと古い時代のものではないでしょうか。古典と言いますか。あれは練習用の服ですか？
It's the settings for this particular performance.
イルマが言い出したんだ。次の作品は新作にしたい。もっと今の人
So technically a musical, I guess?
戦争が終わって平和な時代が来たはずなのに、本当にみんなが幸せになっているのかしら。新しい時代を開くのよ。私たち一人一人が。
あの戦争は多くの人々に傷跡を残した。今もその人々の心は凍りついたまま。次の時代の到来を感じることも前に進み出すこともできていないんだ。この物語は彼女に頼まれて私が書いた。ヒロインのモデルはイルマ自身だ。曲も私が全部作って彼女と相談しながら進めていたんだが、私もイルマもクライマックスでヒロインの恋人に書いた手紙を読み上げ
I do.
歌がどうしても納得のいくものにならなかったんだ。
Like, I wonder if Violet would have written something else
ドールにお願いするのはどうだろうという話になってね。
as she is at the end of the main series versus
名前が出たんだ。確かローダンセという人。
right now.
あなたが良きドールになりますように。
ローダンセ教官が私を推薦してくださったのですか？
ああ、イルマが作りたい歌の内容を伝えたら彼女が君の名前を教えてくれたんだ。とても難しい依頼ですが、できそうなドールが一人いますと。彼女なら今を生きる人々に届く恋文を書けるかもしれませんとね。もう少し手伝ってくれないか？
それじゃあ先ね。お疲れ様。
So now, a quick talk with her?
なんでついてくるのよ。イルマさんの心を知りたいのです。はあ？何言ってるの？良きドールとは人の言葉の中から伝えたい本当の心を救い上げるものなのです。だから私についてくるっていうの？はい。ニームス移行上必要なのです。
Oh, I don't think you can outrun Violet, girl.
あなた疲れを知らないの？ 訓練では完全装備で20メリド以上を歩いたこともあります。
あなた軍にいたの？
はい。
あなたは帰ってこられたのね。
はい。
あなたにも大切な人はいるでしょう。
はい。
何よりね、大切な人と再会できて、あなたが帰ってきて喜んでるでしょ。その人も。
わかりません。その方は私の上官で、最後の戦いの最中、行方がわからなくなって、私はその方が今どこでどうされているのか知らされておりません。
ごめんなさい。
Quite the same situation.
いいわ。こっちよ。ここが初めて彼とフーゴと歩いた場所よ。
戦争に行って帰らない人ですか？
そう、私の恋人、アルドの息子なのよ。
Artist. Ooh. There we go.
アルドさんの。
ええ。戦争に行く当日もフーゴと二人でここに来た。
必ず帰ってこい。
ああ、帰ってくるから。必ず帰ってくるから。
私、アルドにもひどいこと言っちゃった。彼だって辛いのに。私だってもうフーゴが帰ってこないことくらい分かってる。でもそんな簡単に諦められるわけないじゃない。
What? How long has the war already been over, though? Like, why are there still people? No, it's been over for a long time already, hasn't it?
じゃあここでイルマさん。
Anyways, that's not important.
少しイルマさんの心に近づけた気がします。歌詞が書けるかどうかは。
もっと私の心が知りたいなら手紙を見せてあげてもいいわ。私が彼宛てに書いた手紙、全部宛先不明で帰ってきたけど、だけどそれを見ても私の心を救い上げたものにしかならない。私の欲しい歌はそういうのじゃないの。
すべての女性が共感し、すべての男性の胸を打つですか？
バイオレット、付き合ってくれてありがとう。一人じゃないのも悪くなかったわ。
Again, this is back in between episodes 4 or 5. If that's the case, then then Violet actually doesn't know that Gilbert is dead yet, right? Not confirmed yet. Oh wait, or
バイオレット。
ローランドさん。
ベネディクトから聞いたよ。あんた難し
Is this actually between 4 and 5? Okay, maybe I'm completely wrong about all this. Okay, she's still saying that she doesn't understand love, right? So it's definitely happening before the actual end. Right, before episode 13. Or heck, even before that. All the letters that weren't delivered? Lost their sender and recipient. Oof. It just happens to be? No. So thinking back to right. Dang, this girl really doesn't need to sleep, does she? We will absolutely see it, right? Can't just leave us hanging. Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is definitely more of a musical. I'm sorry for keeping quiet right now, but I feel like this is definitely a situation where I want to concentrate more on the song and the lyrics. On the soul that doesn't dry. Of course, we're gonna have to get the flashbacks and all. Right? Oh, no. Actually not. Okay, okay. The day you understand I love you will surely come. Why? Why is this done as an extra episode though? I don't. Alright, anyways, see you guys after this. Okay, so I gotta say that was yet again another fantastic episode here. Actually, first things first, because I did go through the end credits first. So apparently the song that Iruma sang at the opening there, right, that opera song, it was actually sung by True, the same the same singer that sang the opening for Violet Evergarden, right? So, wow, I did not expect that, but that was pretty impressive, right? That sort of aria performance, if you will. So, hats off, hats off. But anyways, moving back to the episode at hand, I will say it was emotional once again, but for me, similar to the contrast between episode 10 and episode 11, once again, well, no, actually I don't think that's a really good comparison point, but what I'm trying to say here is, even though the main focus is on Iruma and her loss, right, the loss of her boyfriend and whatnot, to me actually what hit much harder was understanding the the emotions that Aldo had, right, the father of Hugo, and similar to as before, I guess well, okay, kind of similar to episode 10 and 11, right? Because if you guys recall, episode 10, I was talking about, the girl, right? The little girl who eventually grew up. She still had a life in front of her, right? She could still, she could still grow up, marry, have her own family, etc., etc. Yes, her mom is gone, and that's a tragedy, but still, life continues on, right? Whereas for episode 11, right, the loss of their only son for the parents there, similar here as well, although, at his advanced age, or if that is his only son and whatnot, well, you're not gonna get another chance for that, right? She is still in her, she is still in her, what can I call it? She is still in her ripe, her ripe years. I don't know, I can't quite remember how to say it in English, right? But basically, she's at the age where she could still find another suitor, right? She could still find another lover, another boyfriend. She can still carry on with her life as they talk about moving forward, right? For Eludo, it's much more different for him and much more difficult for him as well. So to me, that actually hit harder rather than the other parts and whatnot. But it's not like we're here to compare things and whatnot. It's just I'm just saying that for me, anyways, I just feel much more emotional when I see that kind of scene instead. And honestly, for this episode, I don't understand why they did not put this within the main series, right? Because I think the concept that was presented in this episode actually, fits the main series a lot more. And not to mention, I really like the concept of utilizing this sort of subtle expression, right? Letters not being delivered. Some letters are never going to be delivered. Using this sort of more subtle kind of expression to express death, right? To express, the tragedies that the war brings, and so on and so forth. I actually like that a lot more, right? I like this sort of subtle approach that they are using here. And not to mention, it really fits with the main theme of the, well, I guess not exactly the main theme, but Violet's job, right? She is this doll, she is this sort of, this writer for letters and whatnot, and it makes perfect sense to sort of, go through what happens if the letter can't actually be delivered. You go through all that effort to actually write a letter, and yet it's never going to be delivered in the end, right? Like that sort of scenario here. I feel like it's the more that I think about it, I actually also think it's quite brilliant to bring this up as a sort of ending to everything, right? Because I'm kind of conflicted on this. On one hand, I do feel like this this being set within, if it was actually episodes 4 and 5, I actually double checked on the wiki, I believe so, right? That would be a little bit too early to present this sort of topic, I feel, especially at the point where Violet is still kind of back and forth on the concept of love and all that, and yet I do feel like I want it to be part of the main series, because it really exemplifies the fact that, hey, some people are never coming back, right? And it manages to approach the subject in an entirely different manner, rather from our normal sob stories, emotional tales, and so on and so forth. I really like this approach here, yeah, it definitely gets you thinking about all the others, the love, the effort, the emotions that are poured into these letters that are never going to get a response. And to me, that kind of the fact that you can't get closure, everything else within the episodes, they have a sort of closure, right? Even if tragedy befalls, even even the saddest of scenarios or whatnot, at the end there's always some sort of closure, right? And that's what Violet Evergarden is here all about. She is there to bring closure to these people who are hurting and whatnot. Whereas in this situation, right, how do you bring closure here? And yet, by sort of expanding the range from not only to her herself, right? Not only to Iruma herself, but to write a letter, to implore Violet to write a letter, or write things that can that is representative of all the emotions of all the people who are in this sort of situation. I actually also feel that it makes a lot of sense to have this be the very last episode, right? To use this one single method to completely, wrap all these other how can I say it? These other situations which Violet can't really do anything about, right? So yeah, if we follow that line of thinking, then it also makes a lot more sense that this is actually the last episode, right? For the main series, anyways. So I guess it all works out in the end. But yeah, I think that's basically it for this episode. Not really too much else to go up on. I said before, I will be watching the movies, though definitely not just directly next week. I'll probably watch it sometime at the end of the season, or something like that. Or if I do manage, if I do finish some of my other series earlier and some time pops up, I might be watching the movie then. And we'll get there when we get there, right? So, in any case, that's it for this episode of Violet Evergarden. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully in the not too far future. So, stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye.